Okay, fourth grade Artivators, I'm going to show you how to put your strip in and how to finish off your box again. You can re-watch this video as many times as you need to. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my strip down so the start is at the first pencil and my strip is going all the way to the right. Then I'm going to flip it over. So now that start is underneath the first pencil. So just see how I did that? I'm going to show you one more time. So my start is at the first pencil. This is the beginning of my strip, the beginning of my background. I'm going to hold that in place there, but I'm going to flip the other end so that it's going to the left now instead of to the right. And then I'm going to tape this to the end of my pencil so that it's right in the middle of both parts of the pencil. Here's my tape. I'm going to put my tape on the long way. So look at how I have it the long way. I'm not putting the tape on horizontally, not like this. The long way, vertically along the end of my pencil and the end of the strip. And I probably need about 3 pieces of tape to do that. Okay, now I'm going to flip it back the other way. And now I need to start rolling. I'm going to use my fingers to make sure that it's nice and tight, holding it in place. I'm going to roll as best I can. I'm going to roll the whole strip up until I get to the end. I want to keep it as tight as I can and as straight as I can. So again, as tight as I can and as straight as I can. Now, you might need a buddy here to hold your rolled end for you as you tape the end of your strip to the second pencil. I'm going to try to do it without a buddy, but if you have a buddy that can help you do that, it can be helpful. And again, we're putting the pieces of tape down vertically, the long way, not horizontally, not like this. You want it to be the long way, the way the pencil is long. All right, so now that end is taped, and now I can roll it back the other way. And you can use your pencil to help you roll it. You can use your hands to help you roll it. I'm going to use my hands so that it's nice and tight. I want it to kind of stay in one place. See how it's starting to, how it's not all on top of each other here, how it's moving up the pencil. I don't want that to happen. I want that to try to be all tucked in so that it's all in one place. It might happen as you're rolling it, but if it does, just kind of take your finger and tuck it back in. All right, that was a little too far because I started to see the end there. So I kind of wanted to be right about there. Okay, so your strip's in place. The next thing that you're going to do is attach your character. So you're going to take your fishing line and put it underneath. This is a little tricky. It's hard to get it, the fishing line, to go where you want it to go. So it might take you a few tries. You're going to start out and take one end and put it underneath the toothpick. So it's going right in between the toothpick and the cardboard. Mine doesn't want to go in there. I don't know. what's going on. Here we go. Let's try that one more time. There we go. Now, you have to get it to go underneath your strip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up part of my strip, because you can always retighten the strip. I'm reaching my hand on there, I'm grabbing the other end. So one end of the fishing line is under your strip, one end is over your strip. Do you see that? I'm gonna say that again. One end is under your strip, one end is over your strip. Then the line that went under the strip is gonna go in between the character wheel and the box. So I want it to go in that opening and come up here. And then the other end is here, and you're gonna tie it nice and tight. I realize we haven't put the character on yet, but that is okay. Again, you might need a buddy to help you with this. You really want that to be tied nice and tight in a double knot. So again, you want that to be in a double knot. The teacher in the room can help you with that. You really want it to be secure. You could even put a dot of glue on that knot when you're done. You want to make sure you don't glue it to the wheel, because it has to move. So it's pretty tight. I'm going to make sure that's in the middle of my wheel. I'm going to trim the excess. Grab my scissors there. So I'm gonna just trim a little bit of this and trim a little bit of that. Okay. And then you're ready to attach your character. Just gonna make sure that's nice and tight. Okay, I think that looks good. Your character, you're gonna draw on the small piece of paper. They're in the green little cube on my front table. So let's pretend this is my character. The last thing you need to do with a skinny piece of tape is you're gonna tape. I'm gonna cut this skinnier. You're gonna tape your character to the fishing line. So I'm gonna flip her up. I want her taped right on there like that. I want her really secure. Okay, so now my character is taped to the fishing line, and you're just about done. You can test out your strip. So now my strip is moving to the left. My character can move up and down with my character wheel. I think it just came off the wheel there. So you do want to make sure that it stays on the wheel. I'm going to fix that later. And then the very last thing you're going to do is put this piece on the very top of your box. So using your Elmer's glue, you don't need hot glue for this. Elmer's glue is fine. You're just gonna run a line of glue right along the edge of your box. Skip over where those slots were. No need to put glue there. I know my fishing line is in a funny spot right now because it just came off the wheel, so I am gonna fix that later. And this piece is just gonna sit right on top of there and dry. And when it's all dry, then your vintage video game is ready. Good luck. And again, if it's challenging and hard, don't worry. When I get back, I will make sure that I can help you finish them.